So now since we have calculated the number of modes of vibration, or you can say density of modes of vibration, which is of two parts, that is for transverse modes of vibration, and these are the longitudinal modes of vibration. So now further the device uses one approximation that these both for the both longitudinal mode and the transverse mode of vibration, the cutoff frequency is same. That means that after this maximum frequency, that is Debye frequency, there is no longitudinal modes of vibration and no transverse modes of vibration. That means there is no vibration after your Debye frequency, which is your cutoff frequency range. So now since now we have calculated this, so now we can calculate your specific heat capacity from that formula that we have discussed in the previous lecture. So now to calculate the lattice heat capacity, let us calculate the number of modes of vibration. So now let number of modes of vibration per unit frequency range of frequency, let the number of modes of vibration per unit frequency range of frequency, that is Z nu, and so the number of modes of vibration in frequency range nu and nu plus d nu, this will be Z nu into d nu. This will be the number of modes of vibration in frequency range nu and nu plus d nu. So since this we have calculated, so now since this is made up of two parts, that is transverse and longitudinal, for this, so this we have calculated Z nu into d nu, that is 4 pi v is volume, and two parts of your longitudinal v t cube plus 1 y v l cube, that is cube of longitudinal velocity into nu square into d nu. So this equation, suppose this is equation number 12. So where v is the volume of solid, factor 2 is used for two transverse displacement, because there are two transverse modes of vibration and one longitudinal modes of vibration. And now we have to find out this maximum cutoff frequency nu d. So now to find your Debye frequency, that is nu d, let that the maximum frequency range for your modes of vibration is nu d, this d nu. So since from the assumption we know that the we have finite number of modes in vibration in solid, so that are given by 3n. Therefore these are the maximum modes of vibration, that is 0 to nu d. Nu d is cutoff frequency after which no vibration occurs, therefore which is limited to 3n, which is the major assumption of Debye model. So now since we know that this value, this is 4 pi v into 2 upon vt cube plus 1 upon vl cube into, since this is the varying part, nu d into nu square d nu into 3n. So when we differentiate this will be nu cube upon 3. So and when we put the limit, this will be 4 pi v 2 upon vt cube plus 1 upon vl cube into nu d cube upon 3 into 3n. So now further it can be written as, that is your 4 pi v into 2 pi vt cube plus 1 upon vl cube into, this can be written as 9n, because 3 will be here, and nu d cube will be here. This will be equation number 12. Or from equation number, or this equation can also be written as, we can find out the values of this nu d here. This nu d cube will be here, and this will be here, 9n 4 pi v into this reciprocal of this 2 vt cube plus 1 upon vl cube inverse. This is question number 13. So since we have calculated this nu d, that is cutoff frequency or day by frequency. Now since we have calculated the z nu d nu, that is the modes of vibration, so now we can calculate the average energy of an oscillator having frequency key nu at temperature T according to Planck's theory is given as. So now this is the average energy of oscillator having frequency nu according to Planck's theory. This is the average energy of your harmonic oscillator. So therefore total energy of the crystal is given as, thus total energy of the crystal is given as, that is E. Total energy will be, this is the cutoff frequency, maximum range bar frequency, this will be E bar into your number of modes of vibration. This I have told you in the starting of previous lecture. This is question number 15. Now put the value of your E bar from equation number 14. So thus from equation 14 and 15 we have, so now by using equation 14 and 15 we have this. So this is the resulting equation for your total energy of the crystal. So therefore, so now to simplify this, we will calculate this, that this value will be equal to 9n upon nu d cube, that from equation number 12. So now from equation 12 we have, that is this part will become 9n upon nu d cube. Therefore it will be 9n into h divided by nu d cube. This will be 0 to nu d, and this will be nu q into d nu exponential h nu upon k t, where k is Boltzmann constant, minus 1. So this is question number your 16. So now we will solve the equation number 16. So now to solve this equation number 16, we will simplify this, and we will put h nu upon kt is equal to x. So now put h nu upon kt is equal to x, and h nu d upon kt is equal to xm, maximum range of x. Therefore nu from here is equal to kt upon h into x. Therefore d nu will be kt h into dx. Therefore putting these values into equation number 16 we will have. So now thus equation 16 becomes, we will put the value of this d nu and nu, this value. So this will be E will be 9h upon nu d cube. This will limit will be from x 0 to xm. This will be kt upon h whole cube, that is nu cube, and this will be x cube into dx into e raised to power x minus 1 to kt T upon H. This is due to this d nu, this. So therefore rearrange this equation, we will get, now after putting these values, the equation number 16 will becomes like this. So now H will be cancelled out from here, so therefore this will be KT will be NKT upon nu d cube, and this term will be here after the bracket, outside from the bracket, this integral. So now this will becomes like this. This will be, put this, because this is cube and this is also cube, put this inside the cube, this will be here, this will be the resulting equation. So now we will describe one quantity H nu d upon K is equal to theta d, that is known as Debye temperature. So therefore this term H nu d to K, this will become theta d, therefore this will be theta d upon T cube, and xm is your this H nu d upon KT, therefore H nu d into K will be theta d upon T, this will be xm, therefore xm will be theta d upon T. So therefore this will be the standard equation, this will be the equation number 18. So now, so therefore now what we will do, so now we will generalize this equation for two cases. Now first is for high temperature and now for low temperature. Now for the high temperature, T is greater than theta d, so therefore since x is equal to theta d upon T, it will be here, this will be very less than 1. So now since this is less than 1, so therefore your integral part is to power x minus 1 into this equation number 18. So this will be less than T, so therefore this part will be expanded, so therefore this part, exponential part, will become 1 plus x plus, this will be x square to integral to pi, that will be neglected because x is very small, very less than 1, therefore x cube square cube, that is x4 will be very small, this will be minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus cancel, this will become x. So e raised to power x minus 1 will be reduces to, or you can say reduces to x. So therefore put this equation number 19, equation number 18. Therefore thus equation 18 reduces as, therefore this will, E will be 3n kt into T divided by theta d cube, 0 to theta d upon T, that is Debye temperature upon temperature, this will be x cube into dx, e raised to power x minus 1 will becomes x, therefore this will be x square, so therefore 3n kt T upon theta d whole cube, so this will be x square, so this will become x cube upon 3, 0 to theta d upon T, so this will be 3n kt T upon theta d whole cube into 1 by 3. When put the limit, this will become your theta d upon T will be whole cube. When put the value this into this, so therefore this will be cancelled and 3 will be cancelled by n, so therefore this will be 3n kt, this is nothing but 3, this will be 3n will be r, 3n kt will be rt, this will become r, universal gas constant T E. Therefore specific heat capacity Cv for high temperature will be dE upon dt at constant volume. So this will be, इसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे t से, तो this will become 3r. So therefore Cb will become 3r. So this is nothing but your classical case, that is de Long and Petit law. So therefore your Debye theory will becomes your de Long Petit law at high temperature, which is also obeyed by your Einstein theory, and that is drawback term will be explained by your high term, that is low temperature. That is the trouble part comes in your low temperature. Now for low temperature case, T is very less than theta d. So therefore, so your theta d upon T is very large, very greater than 1, or you can say, or theta d upon T approaches to infinity. So now your equation number 18 becomes, thus equation 18 becomes, therefore this will be E 3n k into T upon theta d into cube, and this will be, got 0 to, this will become infinity, this will be infinity, x cube into dx, this will be e raised to power x minus 1. So now this will become your standard integral, and we know this value, the values of standard integrals are fixed, and this value will becomes pi 4 upon 15 value of this integral. Now since we know that this is standard integral and its value is equal to pi raised to power 4 divided by 15. Now put this value, we will have e is equal to n k t to n k t into t, sorry, this n k t into t divided by theta d whole cube, and this will be standard integral will be, that is pi raised to power 4 into divided by 15. So now this will becomes n k t, and this will be t cube, this will be t4 divided by theta d cube, this will be pi 4 divided by 15. So now this E is your this equation. So now what we will do, suppose this is 3, simplifying this will be 3 upon 5 n k pi 4 theta d cube divided by into t4. So now this is E. Now since we know that what is specific heat, Cb will be dE upon dt at constant volume, this will be. So now what I will do, I will differentiate this will be nk pi 4 upon theta, this constant, and it will be 4 t cube when you differentiate this. So this will be 12 upon 5 n k pi 4 theta d cube, this is whole constant, this will be t cube Cb. So you can say that Cb directly proportional to t cube when this is constant. Therefore now it is satisfying your experimental behavior that your heat capacity for diamond is decreasing as t cube. So therefore your Debye model is satisfying your, or in agreement with your experimental verification at low temperature. So now we can say that is your question number 22, which is known as T cube law, Debye's T cube law, which is in agreement with experimental data, means it is satisfying your experimental data. So now if you look on this curve, so since we know that in the Einstein model your heat capacity was decaying experimentally, that is it is decreasing experimentally with temperature. So now in experimental case or in Debye's case, it is decaying as t cube. So therefore your device model is in agreement with your experimental data. So therefore it is satisfying your experimental data at low temperature. So now there are some limitations of Demoivre's model. So now, since we know that from the assumptions we know that solid behaves as a isotropic continuum, but and this in case of this device isotropic continuum, it is only valid for long wavelengths. That means it is assumed for only low frequencies. Now, and also here your modes of vibrations are limited to 3n, but it is not justifiable since an elastic continuum is supposed to possess infinite frequencies. So this was also your drawback, you can say drawback. And since velocities of transverse and longitudinal waves are different, hence your Debye cutoff, that is nu d, cannot be same for both transverse and longitudinal. It is same for longitudinal and transverse, but it cannot be because velocity of transverse and longitudinal waves are not equal. And also the contributions of electron to specific heat has been totally ignored here, and actual crystalline nature of solid has not been considered. The theory does not apply to crystal having more than one type of atoms like NaCl. It is only for monatomic, you can say monatomic. And theta d assumed to be independent of temperature, but experimentally it has been actually found to vary up to 10% or more with the temperature.